What is good, my quick crypto family, my coin factory family? Thank you once again for tuning in to another live stream. Apologies a little bit late today. I'm very sorry about that, but as always, we've got some more news to talk about with Kaspa, and in my opinion, another great day. I mean, obviously right now Kaspa's down 1.73% on the daily time frame, valued at 15.24 cents, and I was very fortunate to buy Kaspa at, I've got some little bit of Kaspa right here at this dip at 14.8 cents. And I mean, yeah, I'm very chuffed about that, of course. I do believe still that Kaspa will be going lower in the course of the next week or two due to the rate cuts incoming. But I have been stating for, the last month, we'll continue to see consolidation within this region, followed by a correction of sorts, I believe we see, leading up towards the rate cuts, and we finally broke below this support level here of 15.3 cents. And I'm not that surprised by it, truth be told, and if it goes lower, then great for me, because I'll buy up more of my bags. We're going to talk about a little bit why Kaspa corrected down here, because I have speculation as to why I believe Kaspa corrected below the level of support. And there's also other important stuff to talk about in this video that I feel like you Kaspa holders, you have to know about this, because it confirms, well, what we've already known, that Kaspa is going to do amazing in the cycle. And the real world utility tokens as well, they're going to be very big incoming. Bingo bango, what's up my man, welcome back to the stream, Mr. Miles. I know, a little late, but I'm here now. Hello Governor, Kaspa God, Leroy, hey Jay, bro, and Cas fan, welcome my man. There he is. Yeah, I know I'm a little late, but I'm here, don't flip no cars. I'm here to give you the latest and hopefully best Kaspa news that is out right now. Johnny Taco Outdoors brought 5k more in this dip. My man, well done. I mean, like I said, me myself also, I managed to buy at this, literally at the very bottom of this wick. I caught just the bottom. I was very fortunate in that. But in saying that, I didn't put like a massive bag in it. Truth be told, I'm just going to put I put a small bag in it, because I do also believe that we're going to see more corrections in due time over the course of the next week or two, with rate cuts, less than 2 weeks away, or at least the announcement of the Fed meeting being less than 2 weeks away. So, but ultimately, yeah, I still think, I mean, truth be told, Kaspa being at 15 cents is still, in my opinion, a amazing opportunity to buy Kaspa with a project that has all the potential to flip and turn and soar much higher in value in this bull cycle and for the years to come. Jay, if Kaspa gets to $10, I'll buy us all around celebratory beans on toast. This British stuff, man, is getting too much for me. I mean, that would be great. Get me a pint as well while you're at it. Just barely missed the 14.8 cents region, but I did get another 2k Kas at 15.6. I mean, that's still great, my man. Honestly, anything at this point is fantastic. To be getting Kaspa at this cheap is still very big. And Andy A back at it again, bought another 16.16 Kaspa coins. My man, very well done to you. So, without further ado, let's get into the reason, I guess. The first thing, let's get into the reason why I believe we are seeing this correction in the market, right? And we're welcome to speculate this in the chat, but my speculation has to do, where I find the post, is this here. I believe that this is the reason why we saw this correction on the daily time frame today, because today was, well, at least imminently, there are rate cuts coming in. Very soon there are going to be rate cuts in 46 minutes. By the time, so during this stream, we're going to see rate cuts happen. And I think due to the fact that there's still not enough demand for Kaspa, the supply is, still increasing bit by bit, with miners getting involved more and more, the hash rate is going more and more parabolic, which I'm also going to showcase that now, just how good the hash rate's actually doing. But the hash rate's going more and more parabolic, 1.02 EH, absolutely insane. It's peaked out at 1.07, so very big. So the hash rate, so more and more adoption comes to Kaspa, yet the demand for Kaspa right now, due to lack of market sentiment, due to lack of liquidity, it's just not there. There's not enough reason for people to buy Kaspa right now, which is their loss in my opinion. But therefore, with rate cuts imminent, going from 92 to 87 Kaspa as a reward, I believe that is the reason why we've seen a correction in the price, because ultimately the miners are going to have to sell more. The miners already are not profitable with Kaspa right now, neither Bitcoin, but also not Kaspa now. So in my opinion, I think the reason why we've been seeing a correction on the daily time frame is in preparation for miners selling off their Kaspa because they know that they're about to lose. They're selling off their Kaspa now in preparation for this, this cut in the amount of money they can make from mining Kaspa. So that's my own speculation. You can let me know what you think down in the comments in this live. But that's my main reasoning, I think, for the reason we saw this correction right now. Whilst Kaspa's still, for the meantime, valued at $92, I think that in preparation for it cutting by $5 back, I think that's why they're selling now, so they can still make something before it cuts lower. Now, of course, that's quite concerning, but I do think that in due time we are going to see, with the miners not making as much profit, in due time we will see the reversal in the price. I mean, if you look at the hash rate right now, it's dipped down. This thing always seems to shift, but previously it used to say the fair market value for Kaspa was around 30 cents. Right now it says 22 cents. Ultimately, I still do believe that we are definitely very, very undervalued for Kaspa, and things will turn tide very soon. The hash rate is just going more and more parabolic as the days go on. Mr. Miles, I disagree with Jay on this. I do not think rate cuts will bring lower prices. I think this was it. We hit the bottom this year. I think I do believe that this was the bottom. Because of the crash, I do believe this was the bottom for Kaspa. But rate cuts normally, historically speaking, with recession looming on the doorstep, rate cuts do tend to bring corrections in the market. In fact, this is, we had a massive crash in the stock market with more than $1 trillion wiped out not too long ago. This was earlier today even, when this announcement was put out. So evidently the market's in a bit of a predicament right now, and I do believe that this is all in preparation for what the rate cuts, which will cause corrections in the market. At least that's my own personal opinion. We're welcome to speculate a bit more. I think Kaspa will see more corrections in the future to come. Personally, I don't think we'll go back down to. I could be wrong, but I don't think we'll go back down to 12.5 cents. That would be amazing. If it goes lower, even better. But due to all the developments coming up for Kaspa, I think Kaspa will probably bounce back off one of these levels of support here. Before hopefully consolidating and then turning table, reversing, and start to short and pump up in the price as it stands right now. Yo, hello, quick crypto. What's the best way to swap any crypto to Kaspa, paying the low fees as possible? Mr. Miles here replies saying he likes using CoinEx when it was available to him. Me personally, the exchange that I currently use is Tangem. I currently use Tangem exchange. Tangem, I apologize for that, I lost concentration. I currently use L-Bank. I'm very sorry about that, I lost train of thought. I use L-Bank exchange right now, and the transaction fees is 0.1%. so if you were to buy $1,000 worth of Kaspa, you'd only have to pay $1 worth of fees. So I use L-Bank exchange and then transfer Kaspa from my L-Bank to Tangem wallet. That's currently what I use for Kaspa right now. What's up, Cody, my man? Welcome back to the stream. I think another 2 weeks of sideways. The Fed doesn't meet until the 17th or 18th of September. Yeah, so I think that we're going to probably see a little bit more consolidation in the price for the meantime. And then, I think we're consolidating the price for the meantime. When the rate cuts are announced, depending on the severity of them, we could see further corrections, and then followed by a reversal. I mean, if it dips this far down again, that'd be fantastic, but we'll have to wait and see for that. I think that might be it might be asking a bit much, but it depends what the Fed announce when they do. As Cody puts out here as well, Bitcoin hash rate had another all-time high today, which is very, very bullish. Again, this is proof that the miners haven't abandoned crypto. The adoption for Kaspa, which is hitting more all-time highs time and time again, and equally for Bitcoin, is continuously increasing. So there's still a lot of adoption in crypto, in Bitcoin, and in Kaspa. So in due time, we will see a reversal. I am very, very sure of that. So that is, very good, in my opinion, very, very good. Now, to go on to, I guess, the title of this stream, if you will, on what you have to know, effectively, why I think that retirement is confirmed. Yes, a bit of clickbait, I understand that, but I do believe it is, and the reason comes from this post here. This post here from Smoke. We can see as we read on. Major confirmation. The crypto market is finally shifting from hype-driven cycles to a utility-based cycle. The era of hype and meme coins is coming to an end, which for me I'm very happy about, because I've always reiterated I'm not a big fan of meme tokens. I see the use case in them. I see the value where they come from, for the fact that they can provide, quick gains to then cycle into other projects, but they have no utility, no real use case, so they're very risky. And seemingly the era of hype-based cycles, hype-driven cycles, are coming to an end. So I'm not. I mean, yeah, it'll be a bit of a bit of a kick to the gut, if you will, for those who are, very bullish on meme tokens, or who use meme tokens to help flip their bags, put it into other projects. But this was inevitable, right? As the markets mature more and more, meme tokens won't really have an intrinsic value. So we're now seeing the end of hype and meme tokens, and with global regulations on the horizon, the market's maturing, we're going to start seeing tokens that have real utility, real use cases that are going to be ones that perform really, really well in this market. Institutions are observing a significant trend. Projects fueled by hype and are no longer receiving funding. So that is all important to know. The ones that are just purely based off hype, they're no longer receiving funding. But I understand and I know that Kaspa is not just a hype-based project. It's got real utility, hence why the KRI are so heavily involved while they're having an institutional meeting, enterprise event in less than 3 weeks' time. Why they have partnered with Kaspa, they're going to have institutional partnerships coming in. Kaspa is not a pump and dump. It's got real utility, and that's going to be great for Kaspa in its longevity as well. And keep in mind what meme tokens, typically speaking, they always do really, really well in the bear cycles when there isn't enough. There's no real demand in the market. That's when meme tokens tend to do really, really well when nothing is when there's no bull market. Meme tokens are ones that kind of are when the money kind of goes into the most, because that's where they can really shine. I'm not saying they do bad in the bull market, but in the bull cycle when everything goes up, the project with real utility are the ones that actually perform, really, really well. So instead, those with a clear business case, utility, liquidity, and governance are becoming the new standard for evaluating blockchain-based products. And I mean, I'd like to believe that Kaspa has a very clear business. There's a reason why recently the announcement that I made a video on yesterday and in my live stream yesterday, the reason why a major liquidity provider, name not to be disclosed right now, of course due to NDAs, but a major liquidity provider announced that stablecoins are on the way to KRC20. Because Kaspa has an intrinsic value, a good business idea to be a peer-to-peer electronic currency, a medium of exchange. They have the utility, they have the technology, they have the liquidity because it's a proof of work, and the governance. Well, that's being helped out with the likes of the KRI as well to help build a sort of platform, or help build their platform for them in a sense as well. Additionally, the buzzwords like Web3 and blockchain will gradually fade as crypto projects become increasingly integrated with the traditional financial world. Much how the HTTP was adopted for internet security, now every single time you type into the internet, URL at the top, it's just HTTP automatically. But no one thinks about HTTP. When you type in a website like, let's say, just Twitter or x.com, you don't put HTTP : x.com. You don't do that anymore. You just put x.com. And that's what's going to happen with Web3 and blockchain. You're going to have that just integrated into the system. You won't even think about it, but it's just going to be there. And Kaspa, in my opinion, will be a crucial part of that as the market matures more and more as well. So this marks the beginning of crypto's practical application for widespread adoption and mainstream usage. And we're seeing more and more evidence of that time and time again. Here, $13.2 billion Cantor Fitzgerald CEO says big banks and traditional finance will all go head first into Bitcoin under better regulations. And that's what's happening right now. Regulators are incoming right now. JP Morgan said a stablecoin bill will likely be coming to the United States before the election. So that's less than 2 months' time now. We should see a stablecoin bill in the US, which is very, very big news. Russia has now started trials for cross-border payments using crypto. Russia trades $600 billion annually, which is almost 30% of the total market of crypto right now, which is also ultra bullish. Again, it's not weeks anymore. Regular stable coins is not weeks. It's weeks. It's not months. It is very, very close. It's what the CoinDesk reported here. Weeks, not months. That's the timeline Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse gave the company upcoming US dollar pegged stable coins. So we got a lot incoming for crypto. And Kaspa as well. We're of course going to get into more in this stream as well, but that's kind of the bulk of the reason why I feel like you all need to know this. You all need to understand this and understand why Kaspa is in such a unique position right now. It's a very, very strong project with very good utility, very good use case. It's growing more and more, and it's just increasing more and more. It's increasing its FOMO, its technology more and more every single day. And as the market matures more and more and technology for Kaspa keeps coming out more and more, we start seeing the developments coming from there as well. And I think, yeah, this is proof here that, you know, whilst Mr. Miles states here that the demand for meme tokens will never just go away, like the demand for casinos will never go away, I agree. Meme tokens won't just die, but for the most part, markets have always been driven by FOMO. Think about it. Like, if it was driven by utility, then projects like XRP, XLM, they would be all doing amazingly. They're not doing anything right now because they're utility tokens that are not being utilized. The projects that do well are, you know, projects that sound like they do really, really well. So projects that on paper look really good, and the ones that do really well, it's all just hype. But when they're getting into it now that the institutions are here, it's not hype anymore. It's actual use case, what they're actually doing. So I think we're going to see a shift in that as well. I can't find how to swap coins into Kaspa, swapping like Solana to Kaspa, for example, on LBank. To my knowledge, I think it's USDT. So if you've got, you know, if you put Solana on LBank, you've got to do Solana to USDT and then USDT to Kaspa. Good morning, Brady, my man. Welcome back to the stream. Agree with that? Damn straight. I also saw Forbes article suggesting Bitcoin could dip to 40k and the US dollar may collapse. I mean, yeah, Forbes, you've got to always be careful in regards to what news you look into. I'm not saying that's incorrect, but mainstream media and just, you know, information in general is very, very hard to determine what is true and what is not. Bitcoin dropping to 40k, that would be very insane. You know, we've not seen 40k Bitcoin since the beginning of 2024. Like we saw it in January of 2024. That was 40k Bitcoin. I'm not saying that's not impossible, but I think that would be. I mean, I'd be very happy if that's the case, because I do believe that Bitcoin will turn tide and flip and start pumping in value. So yeah, I would be very intrigued to see that, definitely. But I would be surprised. I mean, the dollar collapsing. The dollar's been collapsing continuously as the crypto markets are maturing, as the BRICS nations are detaching themselves further from the dollar and the SWIFT system. The dollar value is just dropping more and more as time goes on. So I think, I mean, my current mindset is we'll see a 50k Bitcoin potentially, but it also depends on the severity of the rate cuts. It's hard to determine how far Bitcoin will correct when we don't know, you know, what the imminent future is going to hold. We know a lot of institutions are very, very, you know, they're really gagging for Bitcoin right now. They're really going after it. They're filling up their bags more and more in the ETFs. But yeah, right now it's we're just kind of playing the waiting game. And I think 50k Bitcoin is a lot more likely. 40k would be amazing, but I would be surprised. Not unhappy, very happy if anything, but I'd be surprised to see it go down that far. It's normal that on the Tangent wallet, when I go to swap 20k Solana into Kaspa, let me pay like $300. Okay, that is pretty nuts. I've never tried swapping like on the Tangent wallet itself. I'll typically, I mean, what I do when I get my Kaspa, well, like when I had some Gala tokens a little while back, and some Ethereum tokens. Actually, I had Ethereum in an Ethereum wallet in MetaMask, and I sent the Ethereum to LBank, and then I exchanged the Ethereum to USDT, and then I bought Kaspa with USDT, and then I sent it to my Tangent wallet. So that's the way that I did it, and that's probably the cheapest. I mean, obviously the transaction from the MetaMask to LBank was the MetaMask over was, you know, it was relatively expensive because it's Ethereum, of course, but the LBank side of things, it was very, very cheap. And as Gloria always says, yeah, my man, if you enjoy these streams, I've been doing them daily 35 days in a row now. If you enjoy the streams, feel free to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Because I'll be doing these daily every single time, normally at the same time, although today was a little late. I apologise for that, but yeah, very, very big all in all. And if you enjoy the streams, again, leave a like, and you know, don't hesitate to come back in daily and just catch up on all the new Kaspa news that comes out. And if you want to learn more, then here's my free Discord server, where, you know, we talk about everything from Kaspa, of course, to other crypto projects, to just market sentiment to help better understand the market. If you want to learn more, then feel free to join. The link is in the description and also in the chat, and also on my YouTube homepage. 20k USD Solana is 155 Sol. Okay. Well, okay, if that's in regard to swapping to Kaspa, then that's how I go about it. I switch to USDT first and then switch over. Cody puts in stablecoin news. Stablecoin news. What is? I mean, if that's regarding what happened yesterday, I spoke about that in my video yesterday. A major leak for Kaspa, where I mean, I'll showcase the video again for those who may have missed it. My video and also my stream yesterday. But we had confirmation from the Kaspa team, which include the likes of what Wolfie stated as well, which apparently they're in talks with a major liquidity provider, a cross-chain provider, that they're going to be helping the launch of major stablecoins, the likes of USDC Circle, USDT Tether, and many more coming to the KRC20 very, very soon, which is massive, massive news. If there'd be more updates, then yeah, definitely let me know. Hopefully it's in the Discord so I can just look at it through there and get the link up. But there's a lot incoming for Kaspa right now, and I'll show the video right now for those who didn't have the luxury of joining in the stream yesterday or listening to my video. So just quick 2-minute video. Just everyone quickly pay attention because this is very, very big and you don't want to miss it. And here it goes.
Yeah, guys, and then while I'm up here, really quickly, I was just going to kind of drop some alpha here for everybody. We are currently in the process of Wolfie approached me yesterday and connected me with a pretty big cross-chain bridge liquidity provider and all that. And if all goes well and they're looking to integrate with us at KDX, we should be able to be bringing stable coins to the KRC20 community.
Great. Holy shit, that's massive alpha.
Yes. So we're currently in the talks about integrating with them at the moment. I can't drop their name, obviously, for reasons everybody should know about, but we are in talks with integrating and dropping some stable coins for everybody, which would be huge.
Amazing. That is going to be absolutely huge. Is there anything you could tell us about? Is it an existing stable coin or will it be your own stable coin?
No, it will not be our own stable coin. It'll be existing stable coins like USDC and USDT.
Absolutely massive. Well, you don't expect that, do you? You weren't even actually a line up for the panel, but you come up.
So there you have it. Absolutely massive news. Just pause it right there because that's the main bulk of it covered anyway. But yeah, absolutely huge news for incoming for Kaspa for KRC20. It is honestly bigger than people can imagine. I spoke about this in my video yesterday. So if you want a more structural explanation of it, then you can by all means go check it out. But to go briefly over it, stablecoins are very important, right? We can see in this document from the Federal Reserve, right? It's a Federal Reserve government document here. Over 80% of trading volume on major centralized crypto exchanges involve stablecoins. Over 80%. That's a sizable portion of the market is done through stablecoin transactions. So stablecoins are very important for the fundamental stability, like the stability of the market. Stablecoins are very important for crypto and for the financial market in general, as the blockchain is now becoming incorporated into the monetary system. Not to mention as well that again, JP Morgan, they put a post out talking about the fact that the stablecoin issuers who have adhered closely to existing regulations will benefit from upcoming regulatory crackdown and gain market share. So those who are compliant with regulations will survive the crypto culling that will end up happening and will gain market share. And thanks to the KII, they confirm that they're creating a regulatory roundtable group. We're in the process of doing so right now with experts from Europe, United States, and the MENA region, all in the goal to work together so they can end up making sure they're compliant with regulations from day one with stablecoins, with Kaspa, and the soon to, I'm sure, to be released Kaspa stablecoin as well. So the KII are going to help and make sure that Kaspa are compliant with regulations, which is very big. And JP Morgan states that that's how you gain market share. And again, as I showcase, there should be a bill. Regulations are going to be coming into play in weeks. Like, it's not far off now. And that's also going to add to the importance of why, importance of this announcement here with stablecoins coming to Kaspa. That's going to be massive news. And again, it's also confirmed in this document here. Harvard, of course, being the biggest university in the whole world, a business review, the race to dominate stablecoins, talks about stablecoins having the potential to rewire the global financial system, and they could displace legacy payment systems and credit card networks like Swift, Visa, and MasterCard. So stablecoins, by that logic here, this is not just me stating that, again, this is proof, this is documentation from Harvard, from JP Morgan, from the Federal Reserve, all telling you how important stablecoins are in this market, how very important stablecoins are in the market. And now that Kaspa has this, kind of locked and sealed here with a major liquidity provider that are going to be bringing stablecoins to KRC20, it's just going to add to to that intrinsic value of Casper going forward, the adoption, the liquidity, the growth of the project. Because here's the thing, meme tokens are obviously coming to Casper. You've got Natural, you've got Casper that goes to Casper, you've got many, many more. They're going to help with the initial pump of Casper, getting adoption on chain very early on, I'm sure. But as time goes on, then you have the development, that will then the people who stick around, who understand that Casper's blockchain, its block DAG, its platform is very cheap transaction wise, it's very, very quick, it's therefore I imagine superior than most other chains that have these limitations, that have security issues like Solana, that aren't as if they aren't they're just not as secure, not as scalable, and they aren't as decentralized. None of them are decentralized like Casper, and they'll realize like the superiority Casper has to stick around, and with stablecoins coming to Casper, that'll help with the future adoption and growth, and people will stick around longer as well. If it's just meme tokens, despite how good the chain might be, people won't use it. But stablecoins will help Casper, keep a traffic, and start turning tide as well with all the other projects that KRI are going to be launching on Casper as well, KRC20 as well. And we've been seeing here, this is a post I showed yesterday. It's the gas fees, the number of transactions for KRC20 for the time being since it's closed beta over the span of I think 5 days. 5 days, daily average of 7.2 million transactions, which is absolutely nuts. And now look at it. Like that, it's jumped 7k in gas fees, and transactions transactions are up 6k, 5k, 6k. But yeah, the point being is, even now it is the adoption, the belief, the growth with KRC20 with Casplex is still going parabolic, and it's not even fully launched yet. It's still closed beta, so just envision what's going to happen when it's fully launched. Meme tokens are on there, stablecoins are on there, 10 block per second comes in Q1 of 2025. It will become a very, very dominant chain, stealing a lot of liquidity from the other major chains. Litecoin has already blown that out of the water. Once it's actually out, I'm sure Casper will flip the likes of Litecoin. You'll definitely take off Chainlink, I'm sure. In due time, Cardano. You've got Tron, Solana as well, which currently the volume of that is struggling. Adoption is struggling for Solana, so I think Casper will end up in due time flipping Solana as well. And with smart contracts, it will help flip Ethereum. Now, without smart contracts, I still think Casper's going to steal liquidity from Ethereum anyways. As the KRI's Rory O'Neill confirmed to an institution that manages a large financial institution that manages between $20 to $40 trillion a year in customer assets, that uses 90%. They currently utilize 95% of their transactions on the Ethereum chain. And Rory O'Neill told this massive FI that if they were to utilize Casper, they save tens of millions of dollars on the gas fees alone. So I think when Casper, adoption grows, technology grows, development grows, liquidity grows, the price will grow as well. So yeah, it's just so very bullish, and that's why again I think it's stuff. This is sort of stuff that you kind of just need to know. Some people, I feel like withhold this information, which I don't understand why. It's not hard to find information, or at least it's free to find it, and it's very important to know because it helps give you a mental image of where you think this project is going to go. Me personally, my mental image is that Casper is a very undervalued project that has a lot of things in development that's incoming and will, in due time, see its price accumulate in response to all the developments coming out. Stablecoins are very, very big. The fact that it's not going to be a hype-driven cycle anymore, it's going to be utility-driven cycle. Casper is proving itself time and time again to have good utility. It's a proof of work. So as Casper adoption grows, I'm sure we're going to see Casper grow with it as well. Can you look at Harmony 1 at TY? I think I've looked at it in the past, but I'll look at it right now for you. Okay, currently it is down almost 50%, 47.84%. Launched 2019, so during the last bear market, peaked at around 33 cents, $156 million market cap, so it's just above a micro cap, say mid cap. $4.4 million 24-hour trading volume. Major exchanges bar Coinbase. It's got the exchanges, so it has the adoption. It's a very small project, but as it's not a micro cap, it probably will catch the bull cycle when it takes off. Volume's quite low right now. I don't know enough about the project to speculate where its price will reach to is currently only at 1.1%. So if it was to return to all-time highs, that would be a 30x, at least that, which is, you know, quite impressive. But again, I don't know enough about the project to speculate on where it's going to go. And it is kind of worrying, I guess, to see that it's down from its launch. I mean, obviously, it's been a hard cycle, I know, but not many. Most projects I think have done, well, most good projects at least have done better than this. If you want to let me know more, Ricky Bobby, then by all means, let me know in my free Discord server. We could talk about it in there, about what Harmony One actually is and what it provides, what its use case is. If it's a project with real use case, then I'm sure it's a project that has a chance to catch the bull cycle and, you know, gain market share. But it's worth speculating. Right now, I just see it's a mid-cap token with decent exchange. So it's not, you know, a rubbish project in that regard, because it's, you know, it's got the biggest changes. So I mean, obviously it probably bought its way on it, but it's got the adoption, and it's, you know, not a micro cap by any means. So it exists, about a better choice of words, I guess. Tron is aware of Kaspa. Tron knows its day as a chain of choice as stablecoins is coming to an end. That is why Tron is going all in on memes now, speculating. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think most chains, the fact that, again, Kaspa is number 23 now due to the current market correction, but Kaspa is 23 on CoinMarketCap with no tier 1 listings. And not to mention as well that the founders of Kaspa, Jonathan Sobolinski, Michael Sutton, Jonathan Sobolinski's mentor, Viv Zohar, who helped him out as well, like, these people are well renowned in this space. Vitaly Buterin has quoted him in the past. Charles Hopkinson, the Cardano founder, quoted him in the past. You have business pages from the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, who have quoted Jonathan Sobolinski's work in the past. You have so many protocols in this space that utilize the Phantom Spectre or Ghost protocol that was built by Jonathan Sobolinski. People know of Kaspa, there's no doubt about it. And I'm sure now that Kaspa are making some real headwinds, that we're going to start seeing a lot of these projects panic. I'm not saying that you're, you know, correct by that, Mr. Miles, but it is speculation, like you stated as well. But I would think it's worthwhile speculating. I mean, that's the reason why Solana did so well, is because it, was at the meme token hub. Obviously, the volume's now collapsing. Tron's now switching to, seemingly pivoting to meme tokens. I'm not surprised. But the thing is, Kaspa has all the makings just to do everything. It's doing meme tokens off the bat. Stablecoins are going to come in as well. It'll do wealth stablecoins. Kaspa could do everything. And if it does decide to do everything, it will probably knock a lot of these projects out, because they won't be able to compete with the centralization of Kaspa by all means, its security, which is going to keep on increasing as time goes on, and its scalability, which again will increase as time goes on. So yeah, I think Kaspa is going to start causing a lot of these projects to panic by all means. And just bought another 7.5 more Kaspa. Andy, you are addicted, my man. I mean, good for you, definitely. Do you invest in ALF? I do not currently, but in saying that, I did see... thought I had here, this post here. So I'm aware, you know, the project right now, out of August, the closest to all-time, obviously Kaspa's, you know, or at least was leading the charge. Obviously it's corrected today quite a bit, but I do know Alpium. I have heard people who say they're mining Alpium and, you know, using that profit to invest into Kaspa. It's tough for me to, you know, make a comment on a project wholeheartedly without knowing enough about it. Obviously right now, again, it's a mid-cap token, $1.1 million, 24-hour trading volume. You know, all time it is up. It launched, just at the end of the bull cycle, 2022. So it launched a little bit after Kaspa. Obviously, Kaspa in comparison has done much better in its cycle than Alpium. But actually, no, I tell a lie. It launched seemingly it launched before Kaspa. So yeah, I think, and also, yeah, due to look at the lack of exchanges here, I think it's a tough. I don't invest into it. Again, I think, you know, it's got a lack of centralized. It's got some centralized exchanges, you know, Bitmart, BitGet, Mexi, Gate. It would need more for me to be, you know, have a bit more faith in the project. But it's a very small project, and you know, it hasn't experienced a bull cycle either. So again, it means the sky's the limit. We don't know where it's going to peak at. Now, will it do better than Kaspa? Again, it's worth speculating. I don't think it will, but again, I haven't. That's just me, I guess, being biased in that regard, because I don't actually know, because I have not looked into it. But Kaspa, as we can see in all-time chart-wise, launching later than Alpium has done far, far better. You know, up 81,000% right now. Alpium's up 20%. So that's just, I guess, a quick overglance on the project. Are you rich at Ape Gaming? Not yet, but in due time, my friend, I'm very, very sure, as the market is, you know, at a boiling point, it's preparing to turn and flip on its head. With stablecoins are coming for Kaspa and much, much more that I might quickly see if I can get into right now. We've got some more updates regarding, you know, Kaspa in general. So white bits, but futures update. So the new arrival of a Kaspa futures, which is, you know, again, more dodgy for Kaspa. Very, very cool. We've got the likes of another adoption event, you know, in Austria, September 23rd to 25th. So the KRI events on the 24th in Dublin, and then other Kaspa members are going to be in Austria from 23rd to 25th. So that week for Kaspa is going to have a lot of adoption coming from institutions and just, well, in general. So this is very, very cool as well. Kaspa are going to be a gold sponsor at the Advances in Financial Technologies conference. Very, very big. Then you've got, again, I said it to show that KRC20 is just exploding in adoption more and more as time goes on. This is my speculation for why we saw corrections in the market today. As you know, what we can see now that in 15 minutes, the rewards will be cut from $92 to $87. So I think the miners, in preparation for there being a cut in price for how much they mine Kaspa, they try to sell so they can still make a profit before they end up losing more. Because the problem is right now, Kaspa's not got the demand for it to start pumping in price. And then again, yeah, our stablecoins are coming, very, very big. So this is all answering to your question. You're not rich yet, but in due time, I think you most definitely will be. Kaspa has got everything lined up to explode in value, and all the market sentiment seems to suggest that, you know, Kaspa's going to turn tide and do very big things in the future. You know, being utility-driven market is now coming for us. Mr. Mar says, yes, you are rich in spirit. I mean, yeah, rich in spirit. You're rich in spirit. I think you got to wait a little bit, but you're definitely rich in spirit. Again, like me personally, I'm still very bullish on this project despite what's happening in the market right now. I bought more at this dip here. There's the bottom of this wick here. I managed to get in right at the very bottom. I can tell you the exact price actually. I got at 14. Okay, not the exact bottom. I got in at 14.987. So I got in around here. But yeah, I got in just below 15 cents, and I'm, you know, very happy I did. I do believe Kaspa might go lower, but I'm still very happy I did because, again, for me that's a bargain. Below 15 cents, Kaspa's a bargain, and I think Kaspa's going to probably continue in this fashion. Where it's going to go from here, I mean, it could be anyone's guess. It depends. It's worth to see maybe what the actual happen with the mining reduction, because that might cause the Kaspa price, might cause it to start pushing up because the miners need the price to go up to continue making some form of profit from Kaspa. We'll have to wait and see. What's up, QC? Just bought one more Kaspa this morning. That is, I mean, every little helps, my man. So yeah, good for you, man. I'm glad you did. What's your thoughts on VeChain? I think VeChain is quite promising. I have looked into it a little bit. I'm doing more research into it as we speak. Yeah, I think it's quite promising. With it being, you know, a market cap of over 1 billion, you know, number 44 coin market cap with, you know, major exchanges, I think it's a project that will do well in the cycle. It has the liquidity to catch the cycle, definitely. It being valued at just 2.1 cents. All-time high being just above 25 cents. I think that is a project that should therefore do a 10x and reach those all-time high, if not maybe surpass that. I don't know too much about the project in general, like what the ins and outs of it is, but on the market alone I saw that and I was very optimistic about it. So I'm like, it's not a project to look into. Yeah, at least a 10x I think had the potential to do so. So I don't think it's a bad shout. In that regard, it looks decent. Now me, I've not got into it yet. That may change as the the bull market starts taking off a little bit more, and I decide maybe I want to expand my horizon a bit more from just utility tokens and Kaspa, because I will be getting into gaming projects as well. I'm waiting for the right time for me, because I think gaming projects are one that that's kind of like, because I think that's a slight bias for me in that regard, because I made most of my profit in the last cycle for meme tokens, so I'm kind of like, okay, I want to, you know, see what I could do again in this cycle. VeChain has promise. Oh, there you go. Mr. Mars says, well, VeChain has promise, but it's always been a lackluster performer. So yeah, it has promise, but I mean, the question is, will it? If you're looking for a product that'll make you the most gains, I mean, I think diversifying your assets is always a smart thing to do to, just not off chance, again, God forbid, touch wood, not that I think it would ever happen, but Casper somehow does not pump. If you hedge your bets, you have stuff in other projects, you might end up, at least catching some from a pump. Right now, that's why I've got most of my assets in Casper because I believe there's a project that will definitely pump. But just in case to hedge my bets, and also because I think other projects have potential, I've got some in XRP, XLM, XDC, the real world utility tokens. I think they're worthwhile looking into as well, due to their connections. And again, hype driven is no longer going to be a thing. It's utility based, and they are by all means utility based tokens. So that's currently where my head's at, and I'm going to probably diversify a little bit more in the cycle to try and fill up extra little bags here and there as well. Do you know anything about the Cardon token? I do not. I was watching a video and it's question with yeah, you've got to be careful of those comments, because I've had people talking about beryllium or something in my comment section. I don't even know what it is. I've had people just talking about this other crypto project, and whenever I see that, I used to delete them all the time. It's not even on the market right now, so no idea what it is. You've got to be very careful, because originally when they were doing that, I was deleting the comments, but they just keep going. There's so many of them, you can't delete all the comments. And people say like, oh, you got people trying to scam your comments. I'm like, well, I'm aware of that, but I can't just ban them all, because they're gonna make new accounts and come back. All you can do is ignore them. That's the best thing to do, is just ignore them. If I could ban them all, I would. Trust me, I would, but I can't. So there's so much you can do. They're always here. But yeah, I don't know anything about Cardon token. If they're talking about it in comment sections, research into it yourself. I just showed you. I couldn't even see it on CoinMarketCap, so I don't know what the project's about. I don't think it's anything. So it's probably like a project that's like in like pre-launch or something like that. It's maybe got an ICO incoming or something like that. So yeah, I'll be very, very skeptical about it. Mr. Mars has not heard about it either, so yeah. Don't diversify, go all in on Casper. I mean, if you want to do that, Mr. Mars, go for it, my man. I'm not saying it's a bad shout, but I like hedging my bets just because I think there are other... Again, like, Casper, in my opinion, is the best project in this space, no doubt about it, but I like diversifying because I think there's other ways to make money in this market, whether it's through trading. Like, I might look into investing into something like Maca, but I might just look to trade into it, so I wait for it to go from 82 cents up to $1 or $2, and then just take that profit out and put it into Casper. We'll have to wait and see what my strategy for that will be, but I think there's other money to be made, so I'm looking forward to seeing where the market develops from here as well. H-Bar's let me down holding it for years now. Don't even bring it up anymore. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I really am, because I mean, me myself, I've been in Casper. Not Casper. I mean, I have been in Casper, but I've been in XRP. Thankfully, I was not in XRP prior the whole lawsuit thing, because I would have been very upset otherwise. But I've been in XRP for at least a year now. And I mean, yeah, people are always flooding XRP due to the fact that in the span of a year, it's been, at the same price, still, 50, 60 cents. Obviously, I had this pump from Judge Torres announcing that they are they did not classify security. So, XRP had this pump and it's come back down again. It's just been consolidating the whole time. But I think that we will see a pump with assets like XRP soon, with the lawsuit effectively coming to an end, with regulations being rolled out, with XRP having more partnerships as well. Regulations are going to be a very big thing in this market, and again, JP Morgan stated, for those who adhere to regulations will gain market share. That's currently where my head's at, and I think HBAR, the projects that are utility driven, HBAR, Quant, XLM, XDC, XRP, and there's one I've forgotten, Algorand. There's more as well, of course, but Algorand as well. Those projects are it's not really been very active for them, because they're utility tokens for the financial sector, for institutions where institutions aren't involved properly yet. They're in now, but they're still growing more and more, but they're not in properly yet. So it's hard for it to it's hard for these projects to really have any significant price movement. If there are a lot of comments in the video of specific cryptos, yeah, that's also true. If there are a lot of comments in the video specifically about a crypto project, it's most likely bots. Where they're talking about, oh yeah, this person's really made maybe 15k through trading. It's a bot. You gotta just ignore them, unfortunately, my man. Do you hold Tau? I do not, but I have been doing research into Tau as well, because I think I've seen people talking about Tau. I think it's got a decent amount of potential. I think it's a project that's definitely worth looking into. It's again, it launched in the bear market, and it's up considerably since its launch. currently got a just short of a $2 billion market cap, $68 million trading volume. It's got the major exchanges, everything but Coinbase. But for me, I think this is a project that will probably do quite well. We don't know where the top's going to be for it. Obviously, it peaked here in March around $638. So, that's like 2.5-3x from here. Hopefully, it could be reached that, if not surpass that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong in saying that, it is an AI project. Open source protocol. Yeah, I don't know too much about Tau right now, but I have heard a lot about it. People have been very, very bullish about Tau. So I think it is. Our vision is to create a pure market for AI. Yeah, so that's also why it's doing quite well, because AI is a market that is seemingly growing quite a lot in demand. Well, it's growing quite quickly right now because AI is just that sort of sector right now. So I'm not surprised. So I think, the markets that right now I think I do really, really well, it's going to be Bitcoin as always. I think we're going to see a growth in utility tokens and AI projects, definitely. Casper, of course, as well. Ones that have real utility, and then in due time you'll see the projects, in my opinion, hopefully the gaming projects as well, will have their own significant pump as well as the gaming sector starts developing more and more. I plan to invest early in the early Kas ecosystem as it develops. That's how I'll diversify. I mean, that's not a bad strategy either. By all means, you invest early into the Casper ecosystem, whether it be through the meme tokens and whatnot. That's diversifying definitely. I mean, it's still Casper, but it is diversifying. So I think not a bad strategy by any means. And I think the Casper ecosystem one that is going to be very successful as it goes on. Hello XY, welcome back to the stream, my man. Bro, in India, crypto is still taboo as financial instruments. I believe it will change soon. 100%. If we look at this post here, I've talked about this again yesterday. You can see that Qatar is launching a full digital asset regulatory framework to make Qatar a crypto hub for global firms and transform it into a financial center. So that's very, very big, right? This is big because, if you look here, Qatar used to have a probation on it, banned it. Same thing with China. But I think China are turning tail now. Qatar have just announced it. So if India's, still against it, I'm sure in due time they'll switch their opinion, they'll flip the switch, and they'll start getting into crypto because they understand how big it is. Okay, so I have brought one Ice River AL0 to mine Alpium into Casper, but I've still not shipped, and it's been a month already. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too well versed in the whole mining element of crypto. I don't mine it, my point being. I do believe there has been situations where it takes quite a long time to deliver. Obviously, if it's worth following them up and seeing what they say. I'd hope that you will still get it, and you can, make your money from mining Alpium and flipping it into Casper. And, you'll become a millionaire, Andy. You're buying Casper every single day. Every little helps. You're buying more every single day, so I'm sure you'll be one of the biggest millionaires out of us all. What about Sedera? Let's look at Sedera, shall we? Sedera coin. Okay, that's a tiny project, micro cap. Not even got 1 million trading volume, just on Mexi. Is this a meme token? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, it launched earlier this year. It's a very small project with very, very small market cap. No exchanges. This is a project that, it's something that, again, I don't know what the project's about, so I can't make a more in-depth opinion on it. It might be a project that might be the next big thing. Who knows? I just don't know enough about it. But looking purely on this alone, it being a microcap, a very small project with little to no trading volume as well. Early Mexi, the notable exchange there. And this is its chart all time, launching earlier this year. It's not a project that I'm skeptical about. Not a project that I'm optimistic about at all. I'm more skeptical about this project. I'm like, okay, it just looks. If you want to let me know about XY, then feel free to again join my free Discord server. Links in the chat right now. We could talk about it. In there, and you can inform our community as well, all of us, because we're all trying to learn about crypto in general. There are other great opportunities to buy into a project, and let us know, and we'll start researching into it and looking into it more, because it's all about this. The whole point of this is just to make as much money as possible. Ultimately, Tau is the Bitcoin for AI, fair launch and limited supply. If that's the truth, then that sounds very, very good, my man. Very, very good. So that's also, I mean, I've heard a lot about Tau, streamers talking about it as well. That's why I have been starting to do research into Tau, and I think it's a project that has the potential to do quite well, but I have to just wait and see, because again, it's launched in this bear cycle, So it's not had a bull market yet, so we don't know where the top it's going to be. That's the same thing we can say for Kaspa as well. We speculate Kaspa's going to reach, $5, $3, $10, but we don't actually know because we've not seen a bull market through it yet, so it's hard to speculate. Also, not to mention that this bull cycle is going to be one that's very difficult to call because it's a new cycle with institutions in here, so it's going to be difficult to call where we're going to see the market go. J Cass, thanks for the live stream, Quick Crypto. Thank you very much, my man. Where are you from, and what do you do for work? Are you a full-time crypto? I'm in the United Kingdom, UK, London. I'm sure that Mr. Miles and Crypto God know that very, very well. Constantly taking the mickey out of me for that. And I do for work. I do a load of little jobs here and there, pretty much all based around my computer. Obviously, this right now is, I guess, part of my job. What I'm doing here, YouTube. I have other little jobs surrounding, the finance sector, mainly crypto. So I guess you could argue, yeah, I'm probably full-time crypto right now. But yeah, I do what I do. I do this because I love doing it, and I just try to, I guess, make it bigger. Really, that's all it really is about. Tau is a DeFi play. I think Tau does look something that's quite decent, so I think it's worth doing more research into that. Bring back the East Indian trading company, but for crypto, it's already got brand recognition. What is? Excuse me, what? I'm confused about what you mean in regards to that, Mr. Miles. But please clarify that in the comment section. 1K miner, damn, Andy, you're living life, my man. Sador is a fork of Kaspa. Oh, Sedge was a fork of Kaspa. Okay, well, actually, no, I have heard about that. Now you mentioned that, yes, I have heard about that. I mean, right now it's a tiny project, so it's hard to even if it is a fork of Kaspa. Yes, Kaspa is an amazing project, but being a fork of Kaspa and being Kaspa are two very different things. There's nothing confirming that Cedra Coin is going to do well, SCR is going to do well. It being a fork of Kaspa is very, very good, but it's such a tiny project and it launched very recently that we have to just wait and see where it develops. If Kaspa does really, really well, this could follow along in suit, which Kaspa should do really, really well, but we have to just wait and see. Because it's a fork of Kaspa doesn't guarantee it's going to do well. We can see, like, if you look at the bottom here, we can see the volume for Cedra only started doing more recently. But otherwise it's been very, very minimal throughout its life cycle so far. And it's just been kind of dumping the whole time. And then Miss Master said there are a lot of Kaspa forks now, and they're all scams. Well, there you go. You got to be you got to be very wary about that, because a lot of projects now, because they understand they want to ride off the success of Kaspa, they're just trying to say, oh yeah, with the next Kaspa, you got the likes of Pyram that was like that as well, doing the whole 10 BPS thing, and they completely collapsed. They had to go back to 1 BPS because they couldn't handle 10 BPS. And Shia laughed at them for that, which I think is very funny. But a lot of people who are trying to claim to be the next Kaspa, being a fork of Kaspa, being a adaptation, a fork, the next Kaspa is a completely different from being Kaspa. And I don't think it's, I don't right now, if I'm honest, I don't trust any project saying they're the next Kaspa, because Kaspa is the next Kaspa, in the sense that Kaspa, you can say you're the next Bitcoin. Everyone could try and say that. Obviously it's hard to say that. Kaspa's trying to prove that now, but Bitcoin in its sense is completed. In the sense that there's no more development coming for Bitcoin. It has the Lightning Network, and it's got limitations, not scalable. It's just there now. It's the best crypto. It's the godfather of crypto. It won't just die, but it's just there now. Kaspa, you can't be the next Kaspa when a project's still developing. When a project's got institutional partnerships, you can't be this. You can't be the next Kaspa when the project is not even done yet and it's still developing more and more. So I don't understand how people can say the next Kaspa. What could be the crypto market cap by 2035? Wow, that is a very, very good question, my man. That's very far in the future. 10 years now. I mean, that is. I mean, I could just throw. I mean, all I can do, really, truth be told, is just throw a number out there, because it's hard to predict. You can make, educated guesses if the market was going to stay the same, but the market's maturing. By 2035, I'm pretty sure majority, if not all, financial instruments will be with blockchain now. So if that's the case, we could be seeing trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in the crypto space. We could see over $100 trillion market cap in crypto. Right now, it's only at 2, and it should hopefully reach. I'd like to hope and believe it will reach 10 by the end of the cycle. It might be a bit optimistic, but it could reach that high. But yeah, I think in years to come from that, as more and more financial institutions start getting involved in crypto, start utilizing the back end of blockchain to start making transactions, their institutional settlements and whatnot, we can see the market surge in adoption and crypto projects doing really, really well. Of course, most of the adoption will go through stable coins, but then it's the blockchain protocols, the block DAGs, like Kaspa's protocol. They're the ones that, if they have stable coins and liquidity fluctuating constantly through chain, it will do very well for the project as well. Look at Bunga. It's another fork of Kaspa. Let's look at Bunga then. Don't see which one that's on about. It's probably on CoinGecko, but if not on CoinMarketCap, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, like again, just to reiterate, anyways, like a lot of these forks of Kaspa, it's just them saying they're for Kaspa, but it's like, are you? In the sense of like, are you going to do as well as Kaspa, or you're using Kaspa's name to ride that wave up? So I'm not saying that all forks of Kaspa are going to be bad. Some might be very, very good, but right now I'm just looking at Kaspa, and if I missed an early fork Kaspa that could be the next Kaspa, then so be it. Kas Kaspa, Knowledge Man, great stream, glad I came across your page. Thank you very much for joining the stream, my man. As always, if you enjoy these streams, I'll be doing them daily for the last 35 days. If you leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. And if you want to know more about the crypto market and just Kaspa and just anything in general, I got a free Discord server that I've had up for the last, since I started doing stream, I made a Discord server at the same time. We've learned a lot in this space already through Kaspa, through market sentiments, through other crypto projects. We're learning more as well. So if you want to, again, be a part of the family, link to join is in the description, also in chat, and also on my YouTube homepage right here. USDT dumps like crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think USDT Tether, I think they're in a bit of a predicament right now, because with the market maturing again, as JP Morgan states here, stablecoin issuers that adhere to regulations. Tether does not. Tether does not adhere to regulations at all. Right now, they're not bothered by it, because it means that if they don't adhere to regulations, they're not therefore allowed in the United States and Europe. That's really it. That makes up about 10% of the market, which is quite sizable, or 20%, which is quite sizable, but it's not that deep yet. But to my knowledge, from what I've seen through sources from institutions, they're stating that if MiCA, Europe, stablecoin regulations go really well, which they seem to be doing quite successfully right now, be fully implemented before the end of this year, it will become the standard for regulations all across the world, and then Tether will be squeezed out. So Tether's either got to start becoming compliant with regulations, or you might see, a black swan on our hands, a repeat of FTX, or a repeat of Terra Luna. Why buy a fork? It's just buy the underlying asset. It's a way safe investment. Yeah. Why would you go into buying a fork of Kaspa? You could just buy Kaspa. People want to try and get in the next Kaspa. Of course, I get that. But yes, you can get into you can look at, like, again, you could look at Cedra and be like, oh yeah, it's the next Kaspa, because it's a full Kaspa. It's like getting Kaspa really, really early or pump. You could say that, but that's risky, because it just claims to be a full Kaspa. Or you could just get into Kaspa, which is still heavily undervalued. So yeah. You already gave me analysis before, but can you give me a little deeper analysis? The creator of Fefe is or the creator of Hoppy and Pepe. Market cap of Fefe is only 1.5 million, and only on 3 exchanges. If they're a good investment or not? Yeah, I remember you asking me. I think you also saw it ask it in my server as well, IJ. On the surface, in what you've told me, because I've not had the opportunity to do deeper dive research into that, but on the surface, you telling me they're the creator of Hoppy and Pepe. It's like, okay, well, Pepe's done very well, Hoppy's doing quite well. In that regard, you'd like to believe Fefe will do well as well. But then I guess we'll go back to the point of this video, this live stream as well. Major confirmation that the crypto market is finally shifting from hype-driven cycles to utility-based ones. So therefore, I'm not saying that meme tokens are going to die, but the sort of market where you see meme tokens and hype stuff doing really, really well is going to start diminishing, becoming more obsolete, and it'll be utility tokens that do really, really well. Meme tokens, for me, are not an investment that I've got into yet. Like, I'm not sure when I'll get into them. I do plan to look into meme tokens at some point, potentially if I'm going to start doing trading, but I would not ever classify Fefe as an investment. Because for me, an investment is something that I'm not going to give the exact terminology. For me, an investment is something like Kaspa, where I've got it at 5 cents and I'm just holding it very, very long term. I'm talking about years and years and years. If you're holding a project for, a year, you could say it's an investment, but for me, that's kind of just a long trade. And meme tokens, like most people who are holding Pepe or stuff like that right now, they'll probably take their whole bag out of Pepe and put it into a utility token. Now, on the surface, Fifi, having it, the creator of Fifi having Hoppy and Pepe does sound promising. Yeah, having a lack of exchanges is a worry, but maybe they'll get more in due time, and if it does, then we'll see Fifi probably push up. Because again, meme tokens are purely community driven, so if it gets another exchange listing, a good one like Coinbase or Binance, the project will pump. But I can't give you my prediction on that, IJ. There are other content creators, I'm sure, that know more about meme tokens, that they might be able to give you an opinion on that, but I don't know about Fifi enough, and I don't have enough knowledge in meme tokens to make I don't want to just say yes or no, because that would be unfair to you, because either I've screwed you out, I could potentially screw you out of a bag. So my knowledge on that is not sufficient enough to give you a concrete answer, basically. That's the problem. Most of these Kaspa fork miners mine them and then flip it to Kaspa. That's why you see a lot of dumps once in a while. There you go. Again, Towers of Beast currently on an incredible discount. I hold a decent bag. Most predicting minimum $10,000 per towel. $10,000 per towel would be nuts. If you talk about in this cycle, that would be absolutely insane. I know AI's got a massive market, but that would be absolutely insane. That's an insane pump. So I mean, I definitely need to do my research into that to find out why they're saying 10k, because that's insane. That's what for 40k, 40x. So that would be nuts if that's the case. So I need to find out why people are saying that, because that would be a ridiculous market cap. Again, I want to reiterate, market cap's not the do or die. I've got a post up here showcasing from institutions confirming that market cap's not the do or die. What matters is the adopt, security, community, and innovation. And Tau being an AI project, or sort of like that, I think it will it probably has, it just probably adhere to these 4 key factors and not just market cap, but still that is a ridiculous prediction. It will pump when it launches on bigger exchanges. Yeah, like I said, I think meme tokens are community driven ultimately. So if it gets put on a major exchange, it will pump. But without the major exchanges, it is kind of just a waiting game. And who's to know that it won't just rug pull as well? Because meme tokens, again, they're community driven. So if it gets major exchange, it pumps, they may just just all the liquidity just goes from it. That's why I'm not invested in meme tokens, because there's nothing stopping a meme token project from just collapsing. The English used to control India through the East India trading companies. They didn't teach you this in UK schools. No, I was bad at history. I was very bad at history. Believe it or not, my attention went all through to design. I was an animator once upon a time. So that's where most of my attention went towards. So I was so bad at when it came to English and stuff, as you could probably tell. I was decent at maths, and I was decent when it came to designing as well. So they did tell me that. I don't remember that, but I don't remember hearing that at all either. But we are now just approaching the hour mark. In fact, we've surpassed the hour mark now, so I'll answer a few more questions before I have to wrap up for the day, because I do have some more work, unfortunately, to get towards. Why do people say USDT don't adhere to regulations, even though it's been audited several times and always passes it? There's been speculation, and I haven't got the documents to showcase to you. I'll try and find them and put them in the Discord server when I have the chance. But there's been speculation that these auditing are fake audits. And again, it's not just me talking about it. It's the likes of I think it was the BIS. I'm gonna find my USDT sources and put them in the server when I get the chance. My free Discord server, for those who are unaware, which just showcased massive institutions as well complaining about the unknown surrounding Tether, and whether it actually Tether puts a number down for their supply or whatever, and they're claiming that it's just rubbish, and they're lying about it. So. And the auditing that it has apparently, which is seemingly always passed, apparently is fake auditing. Again, this is just allegedly. I have to go through my sources to actually give you the wording, because right now you're just hearing "trust me, bro," which I know I don't want to do that, but I don't have the sources on hand to give it to you. But I'll find them and showcase it to you. But that's what I've been seeing from institutions just saying they don't trust Tether. That's the reason why a few months back, from what I saw, in New York City, on the billboards, they were just saying, "Be wary of Tether. It's used for scams, stuff like that." They were actually publishing that Tether's a very, very dangerous thing. I watched YouTube videos saying that ETH WA 0.4 2 bond. Maybe think there is no way I'm selling my Kaspa. My Kaspa is ball one. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a bit lost in the question, Leroy, my man. Saying that I am very tired now. But I think the ultimate message is, yeah, like, Kaspa is going to do really, really well, then I agree. I think Kaspa has got... I mean, again, going back, we've seen the hash rates rising higher and higher. You know, a lot more adoptions coming for Kaspa, stablecoins are incoming. You know, mining rewards actually should be done by now. Yep. So the mining rewards just come through. We've got your futures coming for Kaspa, more adoption coming for Kaspa. KLC 20 is going to be launched very, very soon. You know, the market's developing more and more. There's a lot... Again, look, Samsung actually enters crypto and Bitcoin space. Very, very cool. There's a lot of proof to showcase that the crypto market's not going to go away, and Kaspa seems to be one that's going to be very well positioned for this market. So for me, I'm not selling my Kaspa at all. I'll be taking profits, but I'm not going to be selling my Kaspa considerably by any means. Yeah, and then Mr. Mark said, no meme tokens are deemed as a good investment. They're good to trade, but not an investment. That's what I mean. That's kind of where I was going as well. Like, I know you probably didn't mean it in the exact term of investment. You meant it more as, like we said, in trade. But I've steered clear from meme tokens. Not saying I will I probably will get into it in the future, but I'm steered clear from them right now. But that will be coming to the end of the... You used to draw, I want to see, share some art on the Discord. No, drawing, no. It was like animation in the sense of like, well, to be specific, when I went to university, I learned how to do something called character rigging, which, imagine someone made a 3D design of a dog, right? So they've got the dog, I get sent the dog, and then I make the skeleton and the controls that let the skeleton and the dog move, and then they give it to the animator, and then they start animating it. So I had the very boring part that required, you know, a lot of fine detail, but also a bit of coding. I forgot the coding now, truth be told, but that was mainly my field before I decided that I wanted to. That's what I was doing at one point. I did it a little bit during uni as well, and then I was like, you know what, I want to just get more into crypto. I want to get more into crypto, more into finance, and that's where I'm at right now. I think we have 15 to 30 years before crypto fully matures, or is that too conservative? What's your opinion? I think it's happening sooner than we think, because I would agree with you, except for the fact that since the 2008 financial crisis, the institutions and governments across the world have been focusing and trying to work on a new plan to get crypto to the stage. Point being is, they've been trying to focus on this blockchain technology for years and years and years already behind our backs. We've probably even known about it. We're now at the point where we're seeing a lot of developments finally get pushed into play, into the forecast, into our eyes now. 2024, 2025, we'll see a lot of this flip of the switch happening. I think it will happen sooner than that. I think the next 10 to 15 years we'll probably start seeing, it'll be continuing to mature more and more, but I think it will happen sooner than we think. I want to say maybe 15 years, maybe 20, pushing it. I think 30 might be a bit too long. But anyway, that will be it for the stream. Unfortunately, I have to cut it short. I say cut it short, gone over an hour. But I have to cut it there. If you enjoy the streams, as always, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. If you want to learn more about crypto, then join my free Discord server. Again, the link's in the chat, in the description, and also on my homepage. And I shall be back again tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. GBT, 12 p.m. EST, and 9 a.m. PT, 11:30 in Australia. But anyways, that will be the stream for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.